Madden 19, July 17, 2019. I'm just showing some things that uh, we don't want to see in Madden 20. And this is a read option with the tight end, number 87, as you can see on your screen, bottom left portion of your screen, is running a motion play. And it's a read option. So I can decide to hand it off to the running back or run it with the quarterback. I just want you to see what they have avoided in claiming they've fixed. They claim when people ask them if they've fixed blocking, they say smoother animations. That's been always their answer. When they've asked about pass protection, when they've asked about run blocking, the response has always been, well, the animations are going to be a lot smoother. Blah, 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 blah. Please look at this play. Here's the read option. Now, normally, I get the whole idea that you read the guy on the end. This is not about how to run a read option. This is about the execution of the players, regardless of whether you read it right or not. Look at number 87. Look at what is standing there right in front of him. 91. So, regardless of the read, why is he looking down the field at 54 when he's got 91 sitting right there in front of him? Now, he's not going to know whether that ball was handed off to the running back or not. So he's got to assume both. So he would have to block that edge. But instead, he does not. He gets the ball and he's just pinned, it's the only word I can think of right now, to number 54. Because as he pulls in and starts to run as a quarterback, 87 is still running down the field. And he doesn't even block 54. He doesn't block anybody. That makes no sense. Animation is not going to cure poor AI. Animation is not going to cure poor gameplay. It's just not. And people have got to stop allowing these developers to get away with some of these cheesy answers that they're giving you. You've got to stop allowing these EA game changers and YouTubers who are pro Madden with all the likes and all the stuff and followers in the world to tell you, the gamer who's dealt with this for years, you don't know any better because you haven't played the beta. Have you played the beta? Have you played the beta? No, it's not about whether you played the beta. You've played Mad 19 on back and you haven't seen the improvement. Period. So they've always said year in and year out, the game is better. The game is better. You can't prove wrong on that. When 25 came out, I guarantee you they were saying if they were formed then. 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. And I've been covering them ever since, I'd say probably around 17 would be my guess. Every year they come out praising the game, and then somewhere around December, they start to decline and basically talk down the game. And the reason being is because it talks up the next version that comes out. And then it never lives up to its hype. And then they talk it down again that next December or January, and then they talk up the next version, like they're doing now with Madden 20. They're trying to disguise everything with these RPOs and thinking that that's going to somehow fool you about the game. But what you should be doing, running plays like this, just a simple plays, run plays, counter plays, simple pass routes, and see how the game reacts. If you get all caught up in RPO, you might find that kind of that newness as defining the game. But like every year, just like the aggressive catch, the run or the rack catch, and the other version of I can't think of the name of right now. You're gonna start to see the faults later on, and then you'll start to see the faults of the entire game even further later on. That's what they're betting on. Why? Because they're looking for initial ratings come August and September. Look at the gameplay. Don't get caught up in the hype. Look at the basic gameplay, like what you're seeing right here. This makes no sense whatsoever. I mean, I could just run it over and over and over again, and you would see it. Basically the same thing. It doesn't matter what you run, you will see the same thing. No block. No block. He had two people there to block. He just ran around him. What's the point? You're not going to tell me that guy, and the title of the play is lead read option. So I would think usually when you say lead, like a lead dive, that person is leading the way or whatever, and is going to block people there. This guy right here, 87, is blocking no one. He's got a man right here. What does he do? He runs around him. He's going out here for the safety. That's what's the problem with this game. I've been saying this for years, is that this game has a tendency to lock players. Lead read option. There it is right there, X. He locks in on a player already. He's already locked in on a play. Before it even starts, before anything even gets started, he's already locked in on a player. You don't know this, but you can see it when you look at the replay of the play, that he's locked in on a player. And you saw him that time. He's supposed to be the lead, but yet he ran right up the middle. Despite the play being where he would run to the right. He's running right up the middle. Now, you may say, well, that's what you would run if you read that. Then that means your whole diagram for the play is wrong. That diagram for that play is wrong because you would see on here when I go do an audible to it, you see that blue line? That blue line comes in over to in front of the running back, and then it goes back outside. So if he's going up the middle, if there's any type of option or whatever for him to go up the middle to block, then that diagram is wrong. So no matter how you want to call it or whatever, it's wrong. Either you change your diagram so it makes much more sense so that the gamer will know that this guy could possibly go inside. He's not going to necessarily go outside. It's a lead read out. And I'm sorry, but if I give the ball to him, let's see what happens with him in that instance. So again, he's still going. He didn't go down the middle like he did last time, and I gave him the ball. So it's very random. See, he starts to go out there, and then he decides he's going to come in. Not that he was going to go out and block anybody. He was just running over there. But now that I've given him the ball, why didn't he run there? Again, 87's not going to know whether this ball is handed off or not. So why did the last time he ran straight up the middle to block when that's not the assignment of the play? These are the things you've got to look for in a game. Don't get caught up in the hype. Madden 19.